And Judges chapter 7, there was a story of Gideon. And Gideon is this man who's called from obscurity also to take on this incredible army that has the people of Israel surrounded. They have them outnumbered like 100 or 1,000 to 1 in soldiers. And God tells Gideon he's going to use him to set the people free. And he gives him 10,000 fighting men. And God says, no, we're not going to do it with 10,000. You got too many. Why? He says, if I deliver with 10,000, then the people will say, I did it. Now, I quickly, in my preacher mind, analyze this and extrapolate a concept. This means that while God was taking them through the process, the enemy had power over them longer than he would have if they would have been more willing to give God the glory. But because they were selfish and they said, I did it, I built it, I did all of these things, then God said, as long as you hold on to the power, he said, this enemy is going to stay in dominance over you. And so God had to whittle away. He had to take things away from them so they learned to depend and trust and realize that they didn't save themselves, that God does all the saving, that God does all the forgiving, that God is the one that blessed you with what you have, the breath that is in your lungs and the heart that is beating in your chest, the life that he has planned for you. He did that because when we deceive ourselves with self-credit, listen, when you deceive yourself saying, I did it, you are building that incredible, beautiful sandcastle. And when the storm comes, do you know what happens to the person who is self-reliant, who believes they don't need God? The Bible says that when the storm comes, that sandcastle is leveled to the ground. They have nothing to stand on, and they have no one to stand with. All because they didn't realize, they were unable to acknowledge that God was deserving of the glory. I wonder how many things he's taking away from you this morning, trying to get you to that place. If you would stop now and give him the glory, we could stop the process. I wonder how many enemies have power over us because we're still unyet willing to give him the glory that is due him.